The last time super obese mum Helen Clark tried to weigh in, she was too big for the scales.
40 days, you've had some injuries, been sick, there's been some challenges as well along the way.
Yep.
Okay, what are you expecting?
Between 9 and 10 kilos.
That's what you hope for?
Yep.
Helen started this journey at 189 kilos and a goal of 50 kilos in 9 months.
Woohoo! It's 9.6.
Well done. Congratulations. 40 days, 9.6. Yeah?
Good.
You happy with that?
Very happy.
The weigh-in for Helen was disappointing for me. I think, to be honest with it, Helen was happy and that wasn't enough for me. I would have been more happy with 15, you know, but you've had those injuries, you've been sick, understand that.
It sort of picked me up but threw me down. 9.6 is good, but you could have done better sort of thing.
There's a long way to go. Our next one, you know, we really have to go hard. We really have to focus on you. We have to start getting personal with yourself and understanding yourself and you again, yeah? For Helen, it's about self-awareness of the body, functionality of the body, making it move again, making herself understand that she can do things. You know, once she understands that, then we can take the next step forward and recreate, you know, this emotional boundary that we're pushing back against all the time. You know, her and I are, you know, fighting emotionally with each other because one wants something else and the other one wants something else. So it's a battle.
This is the last time Helen will see Lee for a month. After today, she's on her own.
Our goal now is to exercise for an hour straight. Yeah? Yep. Okay, pick it up, keep your hands nice and high. No, keep your hands punching.
I love the boxing. I guess it gives me a chance to give out some frustration and stuff as well, so... But it's pretty cool.
Up high, up high, up high, up high. Elbows, get them down nice and tight. That's it, and reach and punch. Good, 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 good. Good punching. She needs to get this baggage, this emotional baggage, out of her system and take the next step forward and start working hard on herself because her health and her body shape will change. Okay, 1, 2, and your box step up. 1, 2, change again. That's 1, 5, 6, 7, 10, 3. Come on, 4, good. And breathe out and turn around. So, how do you think you went?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? I'd say pretty amazing, unbelievable from day one to today. You should be very proud of yourself. That's a great job, well done. The intensity now just picks up.
Yeah.
You know, the honeymoon's over. This is now where the real work starts. This is where the real time begins. Here's the surprising fact. Helen killed the workout. Killed it. You know, she could exercise for another 30, 40 minutes. And this is the bit about control. I had control of the workout. I think I do understand her and understand her pretty well. You let her control anything, it's a failure.
You know, you finish work at 4:30, 5 o'clock, you get home, your son has sport, so we're off to sport. There's the lunches to be made, the washing that still needs to be doing, there's the housework that still needs to be done.
There's always time, though, for the most important person in Helen's life.
We have a signed jersey.
Not only that, we've got a signed
And a signed football.
Yeah, from everyone on the team.
Oh,
How cool is that?
There was nights that I would just look at him and think, am I going to be here for his 10th birthday?
So how are you feeling within yourself?
I'm feeling good.
Still confident?
Most parts. I'm confident, you know, that I'm doing the right things. I guess I felt a big change initially, like in the first 5 or so weeks. I felt that I'd, you know, lost a bit. And, you know, just in the last few weeks, I haven't felt like I've lost a huge amount. It just doesn't seem like it's changing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, I'm sure it is, but it's just, for me, I don't feel like I am.
Helen's been training on her own for 30 days. But Lee thinks she's still too vulnerable to giving up. So he's organised a surprise boot camp.
I'm packing to go to Sydney for a week for some intense Helen time, so they told me. I think I've come to a lull point, more of a, just pittering along and need to boost it up.
There has to be an intervention with Helen. There has to be time spent with her. And hopefully we will become closer and become good friends through this whole process. I went to the airport to pick Helen up to show her that I was here for the week for her and going to support her from the moment she stepped off the plane to the moment she gets back on the plane.
Seeing Lee standing there, I guess, was like, here goes. My life is over.
And Lee's wasting no time.
Check in, 10 minutes. Back down for our first workout. Ready? 10. Good work. We're going to go for a little stroll now.
Yeah.
Get comfortable with the surroundings and settings.
Took Helen on the walk because she needs to enjoy me being around her and take the most she can from me, learn everything she can, take hold of what I'm giving her, the tools, the information, the knowledge, the inspiration.
But one thing I want you to do this week is give me 100% effort in everything and honesty. If you're pissed off, you're pissed off. If you're happy, you're happy. If you're sad, you're sad. If you can't do it, if you're hurt, let me know so we can start to get this whole process right, yeah?
I have to take her through this journey. So what she's feeling and what she's doing, I'm experiencing them too.
Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Can you? It needs to be more than just a yeah, because a yeah doesn't buy it for me anymore. I need to know that we're doing it together.
I do know that that's not his job, is to be my friend. I know his job is to push me and get whatever he can out of me. We're going to be together for the next 6 months or more. So we've got a long road to go through. And being arch enemies is not going to make the road any easier.
I feel as though that you've already built these expectations around what's going to be fun, what isn't going to be fun. I'm only communicating with you. I just want to know where your head is with it all. So I can then start to develop a plan going forward for both of us. So I don't have to feel threatened by you.
Why do you feel threatened by me?
Because I don't think that you think that we are here to help. I think you think we're the obstacle. In actual fact, we're trying not to be the obstacle. We're trying to be the people to help you.
It's about changing her life, and that's why I care so much about it, because here's a woman who has one opportunity left to change her life, and it's now. And if she doesn't, she won't live to see her son Reese's 21st birthday. She's on a road to nowhere.
I don't want us to fail.
I don't plan on failing.
If I can't help her, I've failed. That's why I'm vulnerable, because unless she helps me help her, we're at a dead end.